In this video, I'm going to give you 5 fighting tricks that will help you dominate the current meta. Guys, welcome to So Simple Episode 1, the series where I give you simple tips that will help you win more fights and help you beat and stay ahead of the current Fortnite meta. Some of these tips you have heard before and are just a reminder. However, I guarantee this series is going to show you something new. Trick number 1 is a variation of the Martoz Classic that can be used in almost every box fight. As you know, the Martoz Classic is when you edit the back tile of the flat above you, place a ramp, and then jump through the edit to get a shot on your opponent. This variation is nearly identical, however, is done with a cone. Start by editing the back tile or the tile that is opposite side of your opponent. Next, grab your cone through the edit you created, then select one of the tiles that is closest to your opponent. This will create a nearly identical peak to the OG Martoz Classic. I think this edit is better than the Martoz Classic since in almost every box fight you will already own both the flat and cone above your head. In addition, not many people make this edit, so you will catch your opponent by surprise. Trick number 2 is something I only see high level pros doing, however it is so simple. For this you need to be boxed in a 1x2. Once your opponent is on the roof attempting to take a cone, stand in the opposite box, just behind the halfway point. In other words, leave room to where you can place a wall. Allow your opponent to take the cone, then edit open the flat from 1 box away. Once you open the flat, quickly place a wall, edit a peanut butter, and then go for a shot. The timing here is the most important part. If you immediately go for a shot after editing your flat, your opponent will predict this. Placing the wall after you make the edit, then making a peanut butter edit and going for a shot is making your timing harder for your opponent to predict. Most people are decent at fighting nowadays, so timing is more important than ever. One quick note is you do not have to make a blueprint edit in this situation. You can reach your edit with your weapon out. You do need to keep in mind that proper crosshair placement is crucial. You want to make this one smooth motion if you can. I recommend editing from the back tile to the closest tile to make placing a wall easier. For trick number 3, I'm going to show you the best way to take a shot at your opponent from above. It's triple editing with a window when pressuring a box from above. For some of you, this is just a reminder and not something new. Stop doing double edits when your opponent is waiting for them. Anytime you have double edits above your enemy, turn it into a triple edit with a window. Use the window as an instant right hand peek. To do this properly, do a double edit and immediately look down to place a wall. Then follow this up by quickly editing a window. Use this window as a right hand peek. This wall placement and window edit will throw off your opponent's timing. A typical double edit is really easy to see coming nowadays. Every player is going to expect it. Trick number 4 is a way to pressure an opponent's wall more safely. Go up to your opponent's wall, place a cone, and edit a front left tile, giving you an immediate right hand peek. From here, you can either shoot the wall with an AR or SMG and attempt to replace it, or simply hold out your shotgun and wait for your opponent to jump up after they make an edit. The key here is being crouched as far back and to the left as you can be. You want to be on the lower left hand side of the cone. If your opponent is extremely good at top corner edits and peanut butters, they will still occasionally be able to get damage here. Typically, I find that most players don't expect this edit and end up missing their shot or shooting the edge of the cone. This is an opportunity for you to get free damage on your opponent. Trick number 5 is one of the oldest edits in box fighting meta, and it's so old that I think most players have completely forgotten it exists. Quickly before tip number 5, we're getting close to the end of the video. If you've found any of these tips helpful so far, be sure to hit the like button so that way I know. Let me know in the comments below which ones you've heard before and which ones are new. Trip number 5 is the U-shaped ramp flip. It's very important to use this edit at the right time. I use this edit whenever I have a ramp between me and my opponent in a box, and they're waiting for me to make an edit. If you pull this edit off at the right time, you will leave your opponent so confused and get a free max damage pump. For this trick, start by grabbing the ramp edit and make sure your opponent is on the left hand side of your box. Next, walk halfway up the ramp on the right hand side and make a U-shaped edit from right to left. Confirm the edit and this will give you a right hand peek and most likely confuse your opponent. Here you can get a max damage pump. Just a word of caution, your opponent has to be on the left hand side of your box to use this edit. Only use this edit at the right scenario or it's not going to give you a free shot. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for So Simple Episode 1. Again, be sure to drop a like if any of this was helpful to you. My name's Clay and I will catch you guys in the next one.